Bearcats fans, what is going on? This is Neil Meyer with the Front Office News down here live in Orlando at the Bounce House, where the Bearcats fell 25-21, suffering their first conference loss since December 7th of 2017. Overall, today's game, everyone knew it was going to be a highly anticipated matchup, as the Knights are a very high-powered offense, and everyone knows they came into this matchup sixth in the nation, averaging 505 yards per game. And they were a run-heavy offense led by a very dual-threat quarterback in John Rhys Plumlee. And overall, the Knights did what they had to do today. It was a very dynamic, solid performance, and they got the job done, and they dominated from start to finish, to say the least. Overall, the Knights came out to a really hot start. They took a 10-0 lead early, and then, unfortunately, the Bearcats had opportunities in the red zone, and they were forced to take 2 field goals, or they took a 10-6 lead at the halftime. But overall, the Bearcats just we're missing a lot today. As obviously, RJ Harvey had a career day. He finished with 18 carries, 84 yards, and 2 touchdowns. All 3 of those are career highs, and it really started up front as the Bearcats were without defensive lineman Jabari Taylor for this one, who was nursing an injury. But overall, the Bearcats defense was short on the depth, and losing a guy like Jabari, who's been here going on his 6th season, was a big loss for the Bearcats to start this one, and they kind of knew they had a challenge at hands with a run-heavy offense of the Knights. So obviously the Bounce House was rocking, but a key story to really hit on in this matchup, as it was about halfway through the second quarter, UCF's quarterback John Rhys Plumlee took a hard shot from cornerback Arquan Bush that left him knocked out of this game, and he was forced to miss the rest of this one. And Mikey Keene stepped in for Plumlee and finished 15 for 21 with 176 yards, and just really came in and did not disappoint, and really showed the Bounce House what was rocking, the UCF fans, that, hey, if an injury happens, he's ready. And we saw that last year, obviously, when we played him at UC. UC dominated, and he had his freshman growing pains. But tonight, Mikey Keene looked very well. But the run game was the issue for the Bearcats. Obviously, came in offensive and defensively. The run game was the issue for tonight. UC only had 35 yards of rushing on the game, and they only had 16 before Ryan Montgomery broke off a 39-yard touchdown run. So with that being said, UCF dominated the point of the attack, was dominating up in the trenches, and since that defensive line for the Knights really stood tall and made this one a hard-fought battle. But overall, they had to really depend on the passing game, and it just wasn't working that tonight. Obviously, Ben Bryant finished 25 for 45 with 300 yards, but he took some shots tonight, and we all know that Ben's a tough guy, but he took some shots tonight. And obviously, a big momentum changer was the safety early in the third quarter. After you come down, you get a good drive, put some points on the board, you get a fumble. UCF's driving in the end zone, and then you create a fumble on a missed handoff opportunity, and then you recover that. Then you get another big stop by a forced fumble by Ty Van Fossen. You have 2 fumbles back-to-back, and you just couldn't capitalize on that. So it really didn't start clicking for the offense until late in this one. And unfortunately, that's what came back and got the Bearcats. But they were trailing 12-13 late in the fourth quarter, before, I think it was with about 3 minutes left, before Ryan Montgomery just broke off a huge 40-yard run. Obviously, you wish they would have taken more time off the clock in that situation, which allowed to result in UCF coming down and scoring that game-winning touchdown and giving the Bearcats 48 seconds to go the distance with no timeouts. So overall, I think offense just started clicking too late, and this is a very hard environment to play at. It's called the Bounce House for a reason. The UCF fans bring it. They bring the energy. And overall, the Bearcats suffered their first loss since week 1 and their first conference loss since December 7th of 2017. Think about that now. There's some seniors on this team who are experiencing their first conference loss, and then you have these younger freshmen who are experiencing their first conference loss as well. So that's almost 5 years ago. So if you think about that, that's a lot of dominance performance within the AAC. But overall, the Bearcats will be back in action next week when they return home to take on Navy next Saturday at 3:30 p.m. This is Neil Meyer with the Front Office News, and I'm checking out.